my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort.
What's up, YouTube? Maverick Hunter Justin back here with episode 7 of my P5G series, 5th generation Pokemon set list. Today we have the original Dragon. That's right, we are going to do Dragonite. Very interesting Pokemon. Great stats all around. His speed is about 80. That's really his worst stat. Everything else is very respectable. He's got like a base 134, I believe it is, for attack. He's got a base 100 special attacks. You can run either way. He's bulky as hell. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do with him. Truth be told, I actually used to not really like Dragonite, but in 5th gen, he's really starting to shine, and it really kind of caught my attention. He gets this new ability called Marvel Scale. It's actually a 5th generation ability. It's brand new, and only a few Pokemon get it. Or excuse me, I'm retarded. Not Marvel Scale. That's what Milotic gets. He gets a new ability called Multi-Scale. And what Multi-Scale does is it kind of works like Sturdy or Focus Sash. You have to be at max HP, and when you are at max HP, you take a hit, no matter what hit it is, even if it's a blizzard from Glaceon in the hail. You know what I mean? It's probably not even going to kill, because what Multi-Scale does is it decreases any move that Dragonite will take when he's at max HP by half. You do 50% less damage from max HP. So, and it also resets like the ability Sturdy does now. It resets, so if you were to heal back up to full, you can take another hit and it'll do half damage again. So you can just keep kind of doing that. And that's actually the basis of this set. Is we're gonna do kind of a physical, tanky sort of set. Just kind of really good team support, and kind of an annoying set, to be honest, because it's hard to take out, because he does get moves like Roost, and this one's going to have that to kind of heal back up, reset the multi-scale, take those hits again, and it's not really going to, you're going to see how much damage he can take with this, and it's really kind of impressive. So yeah, let's jump right in here and see what we got going on. Alrighty, for the nature, we're going to go with Adamant, which is plus attack minus special attack. You can actually run mixed with this set, because you're doing a bulky set. You could actually do like max HP and maybe do a minus speed nature and do some special attack in there and mix it up a little bit. But for me, I'm just going to do all physical. Alright, and the EVs kind of look familiar if you've seen my last episode of Hariyama. Same basic concept. You're going to do max HP, max attack, just so you can get kind of the best of both worlds. Your HP is all the way maxed out, and your attack's all the way maxed out, so you can take hits. Very nice. And then with the addition of multi-scale, you're actually going to be pretty incredibly bulky. So you're going to take hits all day long. You still have to be careful with the ice attacks, because certain ice attacks, even with multi-scale, can take you pretty damn low. And you have to be careful of Stealth Rock, because if you get hit by Stealth Rock, your multi-scale does not work. And the max attack is there just so you can do the most amount of damage, and he actually does put out a pretty impressive amount of damage with this attack set that I'm going to be showing you. Alrighty. The main set that I run, the pretty much most effective way that I can see to run him with this is going to be Dragon Tail, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Roost. Now, there's a bunch of different ways you can run him, because his move pool is pretty much endless. Like I said, you can run some special in here. You can run Flamethrower instead of Fire Punch, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. You can run Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse, anything like that. But the main reason that I run Dragon Tail is just because it is a very nice move. I love it this generation. And there's two new moves that are introduced, Dragon Tail and Circle Throw. And what they do is they're 60 base power. One of them is Circle Throw's fighting, Dragon Tail is dragon. They're 60 base power, physical, and what they do is they have negative priority, 95 accuracy, I believe, 90 or 95. So they do miss a little bit, which kind of sucks. They have negative priority, just like Roar and Whirlwind, but they do damage, and they actually work like Roar and Whirlwind, and they will phase out the opponent, and if you don't know what phasing is, it means when you attack them, it forces them to switch out. So it's very nice. It's a very nice stab for a bulky dragon. It works very great, especially with some stealth rock spikes, toxic spikes, stuff like that out on your opponent's side of the field. You got some really nice phasing, some scouting, and some residual damage going on. If you're just on the side of just doing more damage, you can go with Dragon Claw, or you can go with Outrage. Outrage on this set would actually be very nice. Because you're running a bulky set, it'd be harder to take down within the 2 or 3 turns that you're locked into Outrage, while also still busting out the same amount of Outrage that you normally would with a sweeper set. So yeah, it's really just kind of your option. Fire Punch is there to take out steels, there to take out grass, and of course ice types, which he is times 4 weak to. And Ice Punch. Ice Punch can do a nice job in here. Take out other dragon flying types. Take out ground types, stuff like that. Thunder Punch obviously takes out waters, takes out flyings, stuff like that. It's really just a matter of what your team needs. Switch it up to see how it fits you the best. I just run Fire Punch just because with dragon typing, fire typing, and ground typing with Earthquake, it's an unresisted set. That's why I run Fire Punch the most. And it's very nice to get that super effective Fire Punch on things like Ferrothorn, who's very, very pesky. You hit him with a max adamant Dragonite Fire Punch. There's not too many Ferrothorns that can live that. I go with Earthquake just to round off the set, be unresisted. And Earthquake is probably one of the best moves to have in the entire game, apart from Stone Edge. It just hits so many things for neutral and super effective damage. It's just... You can't really pass it up. And Roost is there, like I said, to heal you and to reset your multi-scale. So basically the point of this set, the way I run it with Dragon Tail and Fire Punch, apart from the other options, is basically come in, get a free switch, even come in without Stealth Rock. That's the main thing. You need a good Rapid Spinner run with this because... he can switch into almost any attack in the game and live it with over half because of the multi-scale. So it's really nice to switch in, and because he's dragon, he does actually resist quite a bit. So it makes switching in really easy. He's a great team player because if you have quite a bit of weaknesses, you can switch in, not take very much damage from the resisted hit and from the multi-scale, and just roost that off, and pretty much phase people around with Dragon Tail, get a lot of residual damage with your own Stealth Rocks, kind of scout out to see actually what their team is packing, and you can actually deal a really nice amount of damage. It's really just an annoying set. It's very, very difficult to take down, apart from, super stab ice beams and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's really the only thing you have to watch out for is the ice moves are still pretty threatening. But other than that, this set is actually pretty invincible. I mean, I really enjoy using it. It works on so many different team compositions. If you need any sort of niche filled, anything at all, I mean, you could actually run this set with a special attack or do Dragon Tail, and then 2 special attacks easily, and it would still fit a nice niche. The Dragon Tail, to me, is a staple though, because it has that phasing capability, which is just it's really, really nice. People cannot set up on you. They try to Dragon Dance, try to Curse, try to Swords Dance, Agility, anything, Shell Smash, because there's a lot of baton passing going on now. You can actually just Dragon Tail and it'll mess up the entire baton passing chain, or any kind of setup for that matter. So it's a very, very potent threat, especially in OU. There's a lot of things that do not want to see this Dragonite start doing what he does best. All right, for the items, I run leftovers. It's just a very nice item to have. Get that extra healing. Sometimes if you switch in, take a hit, depending on how much damage you take, leftovers could actually heal you up, and you don't even have to use Roost to reset your multi-scale, so that's very nice. You could also run Choice Band. You could utilize the multi-scale in more of a switching in fashion, and get rid of Roost for another attack. Maybe Dragon Tail plus Outrage, something like that. Dude, Choice Band does a shit ton of damage. And you can actually run Yachi Berry, which is always nice on Dragonite and Salamence and Garchomp, people who are ×4 weak to Ice. Yachi Berry decreases the damage of a super effective Ice type move by 50%. So you add that plus multi-scale. If you really have a problem with certain ice Pokemon, put that on there, and Dragonite will live anything very nicely. It won't even do half damage with both of those combined. So, yeah, it's really just a matter of your choice. Like I said, I do run the leftovers because it is a tanky set, and just to have that residual health back every turn, it's very nice to have. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode 7 of the P5G series on Dragonite. Hope you try him out. He's a very, very nice Pokemon to have. He can fill so many different slots with the move pool and the stats combination that he does possess. I want to give a shout out to two people. One of them is my buddy Brandon. He has a Dragonite set who's actually an attacking set. It's max speed, max attack, and he runs Superpower. He runs, I think he runs Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Earthquake, and Superpower with a White Herb. And what the White Herb does is when you use Superpower and it decreases your attack and defense, White Herb will cure those stat drops one time. It's used like a berry, so he can actually bust out 2 superpowers before it'll decrease his attack and defense. And another one, I was actually gonna use this second set I'm about to mention for the P5G series episode today, but it's not my set, so I'm not really gonna take credit for it. It's actually by a YouTuber by the name of NBZ, Emperor MBZ. He's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Mad props to him for coming up with this next set. It's a Rain Dance Dragonite. It's Specs with Hurricane, Draco Meteor, Surf, and Thunder. Definitely try that out. I use it. I love it. It just depends on what you guys want to do. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.